What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Will Allen, Will Allen Creative, and today I want to talk about starting your YouTube channel with $1,000 or less. I'm gonna explain to you how we can get there. All right, so you want to start a YouTube channel, but you've been watching all these videos and you don't really know where to begin because all these YouTubers and all these videos you keep watching are telling you you need this gear or that gear. And when you go to look it up, it just, you see that price tag and it's mind boggling, and it makes the whole process more confusing. So I'm going to break a few things down to you. Now, mind you, I just started my YouTube channel, so most of what I'm going to tell you, I just went through, and where I'm at now with my equipment is not the same as when I first started. First and foremost, camera. Obviously you need a camera to start a YouTube channel. Where do you start with the camera? Well, you have two options. One, you own one of these, you have a camera. You have one of the best cameras in the world, especially if it's a 13, 14, a 12. You have one of the best budget cameras in the world. So if you don't mind using your phone as a camera, then you've already, cut out some of that budget. But say you don't want to bother with using your phone as a camera, or this is really what you want to get into and you want to have a dedicated camera for content. Well, first and foremost, don't worry about buying new. I would buy used. When you buy used, you can get gear for cheaper. There's sites like MPB, there's sites like KEH, and there's B&H Photo, Adorama, Facebook Marketplace, where you can buy decent cameras for $600 or less. Like right now I'm using the Canon EOS RP. I got that for $600. There's the Canon M50, which brand new is like $600. You can find used for like $350. If you want to go Sony, you can get like a A6400, 6300, which are good 4K cameras, for about that $600 price range. Also, keep this in mind. Don't worry about if the camera you're looking at shoots in 4K or not, because one, you're just starting out. Two, most people don't even watch videos in 4K. They just leave it on automatic, which for the most part is 1080p. Also, 4K and 1080p don't necessarily determine the quality of your video. That part we're going to get to. Now, like I said, you can find most of these cameras on Facebook Marketplace or used marketplaces. Depending on where you live, you can Google camera shops near you. Like the closest camera shop to me is like an hour away. But every now and then I like going there because you can find used lenses for good prices. Like the Nifty 50, was able to get that lens for under $100 at a camera shop. You could also go the route of going to pawn shops and looking to see if they have any cameras, but realistically, for the most part, they usually just have a lot of older cameras that, are mainly for photography, or they were from the like HD era, so they do 720, 1080 at most, but the 1080 is not all that great. So yeah, so camera options, there's a lot of them. You just gotta look at the right places. Don't worry about going to like Best Buy or buying Amazon brand new unless you absolutely know what camera you want off the gate. Or you just have the money to blow on a camera, get it used. Also, even when you grow your channel or grow in your content on what you do, and it's time to upgrade your camera, at that point you can then still buy an upgraded camera for use too. Like I've been eyeing my dream camera, and it's about $1,000 cheaper used than new, so I'm most likely going to buy it used when it's time to get that camera. All right. Secondly, microphone. Not only can the quality of your camera destroy your video, but your audio quality. If your audio is not good quality, your video will be destroyed. There's a few ways you can achieve getting this good audio. One of those ways is attaching a mic to your camera. Most cameras have a mic input jack on them. So what you can do is you can go buy like a shotgun mic or the little microphones, like the Rode little microphones to put on your cameras. When it comes to microphone selection and camera selection, it also depends on what are you trying to do with your content. Like if you're just trying to vlog, then all you need is a shotgun mic or one of those little like Rode Go mics. If you're trying to do like talking head videos like this, or more um, centered content, then you can use a shotgun mic like I'm using. I'm using the Boya shotgun mic, and I use this mic for talking head videos. I use this mic for vlogging, and it is amazing. I got it on sale for $50. It's normally $100, and I'm telling you, this mic, like, I am a perfectionist when it comes to audio sometimes because I do music as well, so I'm very picky on audio. And this microphone is surprised me in so many ways. But if you don't want to have the microphone attached to a camera, you can also get things like audio recorders. Like Zoom has some audio recorders that you kind of place in front of you as you're recording. When you're doing like this talking head videos, and you can record the audio separately and it'll sound real good. You can hook a lav mic up to it, and you just have to sync it in post-production. You can also do wireless microphones, but if you're going to do wireless microphones, I highly suggest you don't worry about it straight out the gate unless you have the money, but like the Rode wireless mic or something like that, because I've tried the cheaper route. I bought a budget wireless mic off of Amazon, and I won't say it's bad, but like if I was trying to use it in this video right now, the audio would not sound that great. So it's kind of like I haven't quite figured out what to use it in, I guess, content wise, that will make it where it's decent audio and the faults of the microphone don't stand out so much. Third, and this is the most important thing you're gonna have to get. Like, this is the one thing where if I'm going to tell you to spend, most of that $1,000 budget, is going to be on lighting. Now, don't get me wrong, there is budget lighting, but your lighting needs to be right. I'm very picky on lighting. Like, I still to this day have not figured out my lighting setup. I've been trying different things. Like right now I have a softbox, and this softbox was on a budget end, so I feel like, it does what it's supposed to do, but it's still a little harsh. But there's budget soft boxes like Mount Dog on Amazon, which I'm going to invest in next, that are supposed to be really good. But you can get Cobb lights. Your lighting is most important. Even if you have a budget camera or you're using your iPhone camera, as long as your lighting is good, your video will be good. So that's why I say, like, if you have an iPhone and you could focus your budget on lighting and audio, like, you are good to go already off the gate. If you don't want to use your iPhone and you can find a good, decent camera option for 600 or less, that microphone is only going to cost you, depending on which way you go, 150 or less. So then you have the rest of that $1,000 budget just to spend on lighting. And that would be my advice to you, because it doesn't matter how good like, you can have a Sony A7S III, you can have a Canon EOS R5, and if your lighting's not good, the overall quality of your video may be all right, but your video quality is going to suffer. So if you don't take anything else from me in this video, please make sure lighting is maybe at the top of your list, if not above your camera, second to it. And those are the main three things you're going to need to start a YouTube channel that are important. Um, Other things you're going to need that may make life a little easier, depending on what you use to edit your video in post production. You're probably going to need like a media card reader and things of that nature. Um, and then also starting a YouTube channel, my best advice I can tell you is, even when you're not making content, practice. Like, I carry my camera around like I'm vlogging all the time, even if I'm not vlogging. And that's just so that way you can get comfortable in front of the camera. Um, or I make talking head videos like this all the time that may never even see the light of day, but I do it so that way I can practice getting comfortable in front of the camera. Because unless you script your videos, when you just get in front of the camera, um, you may your mind may wander, it may get filled with fluff and things of that nature. If you're not going to script your videos, find like a big board and write your points down for your video. Like, this video, for instance, I knew I was going to talk about how to start a YouTube channel for under $1,000. So all my points I wrote down, so that way, if I kind of get lost in what I'm seeing, I can kind of look off and say, okay, we're talking about this point or that point or that point. And another thing I can suggest to you is always have your props ready. So as far as most of the things I talked about in this video, I knew I was going to end up using B-roll, which you'll see as the video goes on. But in talking about a phone, I have my iPhone right here that I could just pull out, and that's what I mean by having your props ready. You don't want to be in the middle of recording and go to get up because you forgot your prop, and then it kind of messes your whole flow up. Because once you press record and you get in the momentum and you get in the groove, you don't want nothing messing your flow up. But yeah, so that's kind of my take on starting a YouTube channel for 1,000 or less. And then I also, wanted to sprinkle in some tips for once you do start, things you can do. But, just be on the lookout. I got more videos coming. I plan on reviewing this EOS RP in the near future, now that I've had it for a little bit. The Boya microphone, it's on sale right now for $50. So if you're getting into content creation and you want a decent microphone, go get it. If you guys would like a review on it first, then let me know and I'll gladly do the review for you. But like I said, when it comes to getting your camera, make sure you buy used if you're not using your phone. My name's Will Allen Creative, and those are my tips for today. Enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one.